Welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. If you have not seen our show before, we're a little rock and roll dance party, and you're going to have a real good time. Before we get there, though, let me introduce myself. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock writer, sleaze grinder, and this, of course, is Last Gang in Town. To my right, there she is, everybody. It's America's showgirl. It's Elsa Riot. To my left, there she is, the Chachi of my fawns, everybody. It's Stacy DC. Over to my other left, there they are, the kings of the nighttime world. It's the Black Leather Lagoon. Incredible show tonight. The pride of Portland, Maine. Hessian are here. Let's take a look at Hessian. Oh,
look at that.
Look at him. That's a rock and roll band over there.
Sure is.
That's what they're going to do tonight. They're going to play rock and roll. It's going to be great.
No
Also, funny man Tony Capobianco is here.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
That's fun to say.
I think you said it right.
Give it a shot.
Capobianco.
Nice.
Capobianco.
Elsa, throw out a Capobianco.
Capobianco?
Yes!
All right.
Capoblanco. Casablanca.
He's going to make us laugh.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
He's going to make us laugh. And also, burlesque star Sabrina is here. She's going to be performing with the Black Leather Lagoon. All that's happening tonight. So, before we get to all that, I have a couple of quick intern updates, if I can. Here's
Please.
number one.
Ooh.
Here's number one. You probably all remember our old intern, Arden. You remember Arden?
How could I forget stinky little Arden?
Right.
I miss that son of a bitch.
So,
Scampering around all the time.
So if you remember one of Arden's
he's my favorite little virgin.
major character traits was that he was still a 21-year-old virgin. By the way, a virgin in communications college. First of all, I don't know how you don't hook up at some point.
It's a major character trait?
He leads with it all the time, right?
Yeah, he just throw it out there. You're right. Okay.
First of all, college. Second of all, communications college. I don't know how you...
What does that even mean?
Here's the point. Everybody's been asking him, so he started a blog, and you can check on every... Stacey, can you bring up Arden's blog? I got the URL here.
Oh, that is adorable.
Are those pornos or what's all over his body?
It's wellhaveyoulostyourvirginityyet.com. That is his blog, and if you check every day, it will. Stace, bring it back up and scroll it up if you would, so we can find out if he if perhaps
is he posting?
If he lost his virginity today. That would be good if you could do that, Stace. What's it say there? What's it say? Ah! He's still a virgin, everybody.
How much longer with a photo like that?
Yeah.
So is that the content? Just a
That's
yes
the
or
content.
yes
every
or
day,
no
every day
day?
you check in, and when he's finally no longer a virgin, then he will let you know. So just make sure you check that URL.
I had
It's the
time
new
for
Facebook,
that.
I've heard.
That's very exciting stuff. The second intern news that I wanted to give you is, of course, we've been speaking about Rui the intern, who is our beloved 14-year-old intern who has been with us for a couple months now. But the problem is he wasn't allowed to actually be in the studio with us when we were doing the show. So he'd come in, help us set up, leave, come back, help us tear it down, but couldn't be in the...
He had to be in a sensory deprivation tank while we were on air.
But what I have in my hand right now, you're going to love this, is a signed note from Rui's mom saying that he can be in the room with us.
I support my son Rui.
Right.
Working on volunteering.
Yep.
The show Heavy Leather. She didn't add Topless Dance Party.
Well, he probably
Thank you, Mom Connolly, or whatever her last name is.
All right, Rui, come on over here and take a bow. Finally, you get to be on camera. Here he comes.
Rui, make your debut, buddy.
There he goes. Rui.
He doesn't look a day over.
Good job, buddy. And by the way, incidentally, 38. Be here August 15th. It's going to be Rui's back to school special. We're gonna prepare him for his first day of high school.
Elsa, I'm thinking studded lunchbox. What about you?
He's going to be completely prepared for the first day.
Yeah, like
we'll give him a little pencil box.
Like a sharpener and some...
a light up trapper keeper.
Right. So those are all exciting things. But let's get to the entertainment for the evening. These guys, by the way, were voted Portland's #1 heavy rock band in 2014. And I'm not saying that they're not still Portland's heavy. I'm just saying it officially. It was 2014, which was a good year for rock and roll. A lot of competition there.
Good.
So we'll find out. We'll see what kind of stuff they got. Here they are, everybody, all the way from Portland. It's Hessian! Great, isn't it?
The crowded rats, the haze and winds, cut me with green eyes. The price of sin, the aching heart, the touch of guilt, the fall of truth. And I have fallen far below. I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead! something new. I'm underneath the scaffold smiling up at you. I am the leg puller of time, but can I help you die? I love to hear your neck break. I help you swing the party. I'll send you down to burn. I am the leg puller of time, but till I help you die. Yeah! Break your neck!
Incredible. Wow. What a display of rock fury. Holy smokes.
Shit.
Let's get Hessian over here and we'll see if we can figure out what that was all about, because that was really
a lot.
That was really something. Let's get them over here. Here they come, everybody.
All
It's
right.
Hessian. All the way from Portland. It's Hessian. Here they come. All right, here they go.
Here.
Let's get them all in here. Let's get this incredible rock and roll band in here. Elsa, if you would, could you get these people to introduce themselves?
Yes.
So we can find out a little bit more about this
I
band.
can come around too.
There we go. There we go. Let's find out who we've got here.
Oh,
There
who
we
wants
go.
to go first?
There we go.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm Angus. We're Hessian. This here is Zoe. There's Greg, and there's Mike.
Incredible. What a band. All right, let's get to it. I think the first question that everybody is wondering, I know you are, Stacy. I know you are, Elsa. What exactly is a Hessian? That's really the question.
I got nothing.
Maybe we are Hessians.
That's
maybe
the idea.
Maybe we aspire to be Hessians. Let's find out. Angus, go ahead. Tell us.
Well, there's two aspects to it. There's the historical aspect. The Hessians were the soldiers brought from the Hessian region of Germany to fight in the Revolutionary War on the British side. And they were unpaid mercenaries.
All right.
So there's that. And there's also, it's a derogatory for a metalhead.
Nice.
A greasy old Hessian.
Nice.
So it's both.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything, we work on 2 levels all the time.
Also, I want to say this, if I can, is that Angus here was in the legendary Portland rock band Swamp Witch Revival. And the Gamaguchis were here last month. Their drummer, their drummer was also in Swamp Witch Revival. Angus, did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah, I was there at the time.
Small world.
Was everybody in Maine in Swamp Witch Revival? I think that's
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 6 of us up there, so.
But was there an actual was there a swamp involved? I feel like there had to be at some point.
There are swamps. I think actually the swamp in question was in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the other guitar player drove past a swamp and thought that a witch might live there.
Okay.
So that's how it started.
All right. Because if you look up Legend of Swamp Witch in Maine, all you get is you guys. So.
Right. Well, we're the only legend of that name.
What more do you need, buddy?
There's a lot of occult activity in your songs.
That's true.
And I'm wondering if the band themselves, as people, have had any brushes with the supernatural. Angus, I mean, like, have you seen any ghosts? Have you taken part in any black magic rituals? Anything of this? Go ahead, tell us about it.
I mean, there's secret stuff.
Okay. All right.
Anybody have any brushes with ghosts or vortexes?
There's a couple. I mean,
Okay, let's hit me with them.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
we go.
There's like in Casco Bay. There's this abandoned military fortification called Battery Steel. You've been
What?
there. Okay.
I go there and do drugs every summer.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do there.
So I went there one time without doing drugs with a couple of my friends and camped in one of those rooms in the end. In the middle of the night, this woman came in and started singing and doing like vocal exercises, like up and down, like just walking down the hallway, doing all these like spooky like arias and creepy like falsetto things, and then making all these grumbly low noises. And then we all woke up and there was like this truck driving down the thing, and that was real. And there was like some local yokels that just like drove their F-150 down the whole hallway because it's big enough to drive a truck through. And we all weren't really sure whether that first thing had happened or not, but it was pretty spooky and we left. So.
If you've ever been to this place, that's terrifying. You can walk around there in the middle of the day, and you walk for 5 minutes and it's pitch black. So
I don't
that's
understand what
super
this place
creepy.
is. Explain what it is.
It's an old.
It's like gun emplacements from World War II. They put huge cannons in them, so there's a giant hallway connecting them that's like a quarter-mile long, and it's just like this big, spooky, empty echo chamber.
And everybody's just hanging out.
There's a bunch of rooms off the hallway, and those are also pitch. And there's a ton of graffiti, so you have to like bring lights to see anything on the wall. But I can't imagine camping in one that's so badass.
Oh my God!
I got drunk and slept in the dirt there once.
I just walked through there for like 10 minutes and like almost pissed myself. So you gotta go, man.
That sounds
It's
awful.
on Peaks
All right.
Island in Portland, off Portland.
I'll pass. Next. What's the other? What is the other? What is the other
Any
ghost?
others?
There's got to be.
Any more ghosts?
Here we go.
There's in the West End Cemetery in Portland.
All right, now we're talking. Here we go.
There's a witch's grave supposedly, and
All right.
everyone says that it's like someplace different. No one can really agree on where it's at. But my mom took a photograph of the witch's grave, where I was taught the witch's grave is.
Yeah.
And when she like developed the photograph, there were all these like women in like long skirts like dancing over top of it, like on the photograph.
What?
And I think she had somehow got it like double exposed with something else or something, but yeah.
Do you think your mom was that crafty?
Yeah.
My mom was fairly crafty. Yeah, it is.
Good for her. I respect that.
Angus, you didn't bring that photograph, did you? Because that would really be.
No, I don't have it. Yeah, I wish I did.
Well, if you get it, post it on our website.
I will. I'll take a look. I'll ask Mom.
Angus? You grew up on a farm? Is that correct?
I grew up between Portland and a farm. I was back and forth a lot.
What does that mean? Oh, so you lived in Portland sometimes.
Maybe
and sometimes.
Yeah, my parents had like a split custody deal.
Oh, okay.
So I got to live in the country and in the big city of Portland.
Yeah.
Well balanced individual.
Pretty sweet, right?
I've never spent any time on a farm, but I hear there's a lot of sex and a lot of death on the farm.
There is a lot of death when you're growing. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of like animal sex.
Yeah,
like there's
And
people
death.
sex too, probably. But
There's
when
people
you're a
sex
kid,
too,
you don't,
probably. But
you don't really get on that.
But I think animals they're running around.
Yeah, they're doing it all the time. I saw
doing it all
two
the time.
dogs get like stuck together one time, and they like couldn't escape, and they was really bad.
Isn't that weird? It happens all the time. Dogs, they start having sex and then they're stuck. How does that happen? What are we talking about? Like, why does that happen? Angus, as a guy growing up on a farm,
Does this really happen a lot?
You must. I've seen it. I've seen it.
I mean, I could. Can I get into like a dog penis?
You can get
like
into it.
Yeah,
situation.
give us some
like, all right,
if you know about it, if you have an answer, then I am suggesting
y'all seen like the little red guy that comes out right when a dog gets stoked, right? Well, the post-coital situation of a dog's penis is humongous and purple. So it's like their penis like transforms.
Wait a minute. So after he's finished,
after he can finally like
so if
escape.
he doesn't get out of there quick enough,
I feel like he gets stuck because he goes in really small and then gets really, really big.
I wish that's how enjoyable post-coitus anything was for me.
Wait a minute. So is this obviously this isn't happening for all dogs. This is just happening for some dogs. So what is the answer? How do we fix this? Angus,
I think it's
a terrible situation.
I think it's just the ways of nature, man. You just gotta let it ride.
wait for his purple rocket to settle down.
Right.
Really?
I don't know. Angus says so. I don't know.
Yeah, you just when you live on a farm, man, you just gotta let that stuff go. You know.
This is just.
You're the one that made him the farmer scientist, man, not me.
This is just conjecture because I don't know anything about Maine, but my guess is Hessian collectively probably spent some of their teenage years partying in the woods. Would that be accurate?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good. And what I know from partying in the woods, just from seeing it on TV, is that it's usually pretty epic, right? Partying in the woods, a lot of incredible things happen.
Oh my gosh, face down in a puddle by the end of the night.
Exactly. So let's relive. We got a couple minutes. Let's relive some highlights of the teenage Hessian partying in the woods. Come on, regale us with some teenage glory. Go ahead,
Mike. You got something from
teenager, but I almost.
What happened
up the mountain? I
fell
on a fire, but that wasn't a teenage year. That was like not too long ago.
Okay,
but yeah, that was like last year. I don't remember teenage years though.
So there you were.
Zoe saved me, I think. That was pretty cool.
Thanks, Zoe.
So Zoe, you pulled him. You pulled him out of a fire.
I did pull him out of the fire.
How did this happen?
Well, everybody was snowshoeing up a mountain, and it was about an hour-long snowshoe hike.
To the party?
Up to the party, yeah.
That's too long to get to the party.
That is some main shit.
Well, you know, it was the first people to be on the mountain since like 3 feet of snow had come down, so we had to blaze a trail, and as soon as everybody got up there, they just started pounding Senator's Club whiskey, and last thing I know, my friend Ray is puking on the door, and Mike has got his pants down around his ankles, and he's trying to get down from the outhouse, and he's just like falling through 3 feet of snow on his underwear, and then he like passed out on a log with his pants down. It was really cute. I wasn't drinking at the time, so I kind of just let everybody do their thing and didn't help anyone, really.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he's alive today because of you, so thank you for that.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, there you go. There's a little bit you got a little taste there of what Hessian's all about.
Yeah.
Right? I think we know a little bit more.
I feel like I missed out on the woods party.
All right, Hessian, get out of here for now. We'll hear some more from Hessian in just a little bit. Portland's greatest. The pride of Portland, Maine, right there.
Indeed.
I'm assuming. I don't know anybody else.
They're undeniable, pal.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else that's showing that place off in the way that these guys are. All right, we just had some rock and roll, and you know how it goes, gang, on this show. We have some rock and roll, then we have some laughs. And this next guy, he's one of the funniest people in town. I think everybody knows it. Let's hear it, everybody. It's Tony Capobianco!
Hi, yay, thank you guys. I like me too. That is so nice of all of you. Oh, it's so good to be here. Before I get started, I want to remind everybody right now, this is not part of my community service. So, let me get... So, a little something about me. I actually like doing comedy. This is a lot of fun. But a few years ago, I almost made a very bad career move. A few years ago, I almost became a paramedic. And that would have been a very awful idea. Because when I was a kid, I was traumatized by a little game called Operation. You guys remember that game? The worst part of that game, everybody says, was the buzz sound, right? No, it wasn't. The worst part of Operation is the fact that dude is awake the entire time. I'm only 8 years old freaking out over this poor guy. Like, oh my God. How about what's his health insurance? This poor guy, he didn't get any anesthesia. Only person qualified to do it is an 8-year-old bad hand-eye coordination. And forget all those premiums that poor bastard had to pay. Like $800 to take a butterfly out of your stomach. Thank you. But it wasn't a loss, though. I learned a lot of valuable information about being a paramedic. Like all these old wives' tale remedies we grew up with, they don't work. Like say you're at the beach and you get stung by a jellyfish. Old wives' tale remedy was to
Pee on it.
pee on 'em. Very good. And do you know what that does? Nothing. It does nothing. So do you know what that means? That just means that somewhere out there's some weird perv just looking for an excuse to pee on hot bikini chicks. You know, he's still out there. He's still out there just giving false medical advice just for his own kicks. Like, oh no, you've been bit by a cobra? Lift up your shirt and let me take a dump on your chest. Hey, I'm a doctor. I've had a lot of crappy jobs. One time I used to work in a grocery store, and I would always have this one lady come through my register with a cart full of groceries, and she gave me the most impossible of tasks. She said, I want everything to seem big, and I don't want it to be heavy. Yeah, these people exist. Another time, I used to work at, I used to be a busboy, and I don't want to say the name of the actual restaurant because it's kind of a chain. So what I'll do is I'll take the first letter of both words, switch them around, and then you guys can kind of figure it out. So I used to work at a place called Red Robin, okay? I'm not saying the name. I don't know what it is, but like, has anybody here has ever worked in customer service or in the food industry or anything like that? I think we can all agree the sooner we send people to Mars, the better. Because there's so many people on this planet we just don't need. Yeah. And when we send people to Mars, we shouldn't send our best and brightest, like scientists or astronomers. No. We should send the exact opposite. Yeah. Instead of doing that, we should send the worst of the worst. Gutter society. Send rapists, murderers, whoever invented the Cars for Kids commercial. Just send them all up there. Get them all up there. Yeah, we'll make it like the Florida of space. Now, if it were up to me, if I could send anybody to Mars, if I could send anybody, I would send ungrateful people. I'm not a fan of those people. There's always complaining. Nothing's ever good enough for them. That's probably why I like that movie Saw. Yeah. In case you never saw Saw, this is what it's about. So Saw is about the serial killer who takes ungrateful people, puts them in life or death situations, and figures out if they're worthy of the lives they have. No, to everybody else, that was a horror movie. But to me, that was a feel-good movie of the year. I'm a big fan of rock and heavy metal. I'm so glad to be here. But it has been really rough on rock stars these days, hasn't it? Because look at everybody, we just keep losing. We just lost Vinnie Paul. Before him, it was the lady from the Cranberries. We also lost David Bowie, Lemmy from Motorhead, Prince. Of all people, that's the one that got me. Prince had to die. And like, was it just me? No, was it just me when Prince passed away, nobody wanted to have sex that day? Like, at all. That was so sad. Like, not only did we lose an amazing artist, 95% of sexual energy in this country went right down the toilet. I'm looking around like, what is wrong with you people? Get to it. Come on, this is what Prince would have wanted. And just to let you know that, pickup line didn't work. I didn't like how people reacted to his death either. They said it was all a freak accident. I'm like, no, that wasn't a freak accident. Freak accidents are supposed to be unusual, okay? Now, this would be a freak accident. If Prince was taking a shower and then he got hit by a train, that would be a freak accident. And thank you guys so much.
Tony Capobianco! Oh, sorry. Tony, come on over here. Let's pal around for a couple minutes.
Hey, excuse me.
There is another. By the way, if you Google this guy, there's another Tony Capobianco.
I know. I know.
In Boston?
I met him. Ball or something.
I met him.
Explain how this other guy stole your thunder.
All right, so he's like a sports journalist.
Okay.
And there was this kid. He was throwing out the first pitch at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
And he was photographing behind the home plate. And this guy took the ball right to the groin, and it was just everywhere. People kept messaging me saying, "How are you feeling?" Like,
how's your groin? And you were like, it's fine.
I'm like, I've never had. My groin's never had so much attention before.
Yeah.
I've never messaged a stranger and asked them how their groin was.
Right. Well, you're not a sports fan apparently, because that's what they do all day long. Hey, by the way, this guy brought
all day long.
This guy brought something up. Years ago, I was with this dude, and this is when I had a job shuttling cars for a while, and we were way out somewhere in Rhode Island, and something terrible happened, and I can't remember what happened exactly, but he ripped his hand open, and it was bleeding like crazy, and we were in the middle of nowhere in a parking lot, and he goes, "Quick, you got to pee on my hand." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You got to pee on my," and I didn't pee on his hand, obviously, but.
Do you think it was a setup?
No, I don't think it was a setup. I think people seem to think that it has some kind of magical properties.
What if he had died if you didn't pee on his hands? You'd feel so guilty.
It's like, what are we going to do about this? Oh, paper cut. Whip it out, please.
If you encounter a jellyfish, are you not going to ask someone to pee on you?
Wait a minute, but what is the...
That's a good question. Sure?
But what is the... I don't understand the old wives' tale in the first place. What is the peeing supposed to do?
Hey, as a woman, I pee often to get rid of certain bacteria, and it definitely works.
It does work. Okay, so maybe I should.
So I feel like it might work in more ways than one.
Well, what it does is it might take away the stinging, but the venom is still there.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Oh, right. Just taking away the sting.
Yep, that's all.
But
it
is doing something. It's taking away the sting at least.
Doesn't really make it better though.
Doesn't make it better, but it makes it hurt a little bit less. So that's something.
I'll take some pee to get rid of the sting any day.
Yeah, I'm too pee shy to.
I'm not about
pee
the
on
peeing.
On a guy that's right in front of me.
So sunscreen, preventative, right?
If I really needed you couldn't produce the pee.
I don't know. It would be really hard to pee.
You're the last person I want to encounter a jellyfish with. No offense.
We'll have to cancel that beach day.
By the way, there's not many. We have a lot of comics on this show. This is the first comic we've had with biceps, right?
Oh, thank you.
They're huge. I was thinking they were bigger.
I haven't noticed.
Look at them.
Let's go.
Do you think the biceps? Do you think
they're
they
huge?
Do you think they help or hinder the comedy? What do you?
Oh,
what do you
they
think?
help.
People they help. Okay.
People don't heckle me at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, and if they did, you could just drag them right out of there.
I was listening to a comedy podcast yesterday, actually, and they said the more beautiful you are, the less people like it, though.
Yeah, that's.
Are you saying I'm beautiful?
I guess.
That's really nice.
So I'm just saying, maybe just ugly it up a little bit.
That's kind of hard.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I mean, I just woke up like this, so I don't know what to tell you.
By the way, this guy also works in radio. He's got a job in radio.
What?
Stacy and I, we started this show on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We built this city on radio.
We built the city on rock and roll radio. And by the way, Elsa's now on rock and roll radio.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Where can we hear you,
It's
Elsa?
a real radio
Today.
world. But this guy works at WAAF, everybody. WAAF.
Thank you.
Who used to be, back in the day, they were WBCN's big competitor for the rock station. And
where are you now,
Boston.
BCN?
Yeah, exactly. Where are you now?
Boom.
I was definitely in the BCN camp. Here's why. Because AAF, and probably still do, really embraced the new metal thing. Like, they loved it, the new metal thing, and then I was out.
The tearaway pants are comfy.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
You guys still playing new metal over there on AAF?
Of course, yeah. We're breaking up plenty of Korn. We're playing Five Finger. Bad Wolves. More than enough.
Exactly. Well, listen, everybody. There he is. It's Tony Capobianco. We just got to take... Okay, get out of here for now, and I'll bring you back. There he goes. Tony Capobianco, everybody. We just gave you a little taste. We'll find out where you can get the full package in just a few minutes. But first, everybody, we have a very exciting performance for you. This next performer is a dynamic new presence on the burlesque scene, and she's here to play tonight with the incredible Black Leather Lagoon. Here she is, everybody, Sabrina Lore.
Short skirts in the olden times, some daisies wrapped round her head.
Sabrina Lohr, everybody.
Yes, floor work.
Incredible. Thank you, Sabrina. That was truly magical.
Thank you.
After my run-in with that blade last week, I was really just on the edge of my seat for that one.
Stacy almost cut her finger off last
Oh,
week.
you got snipped?
She's okay.
Oh,
now.
more than snipped, but I bled out for hours.
Do you have a scar you can show us?
No.
Oh.
It's still healing. I have plenty of other scars, though.
First of all, number one, Sabrina, let me ask you this: do you still make and sell chocolates? Is that part of the landscape?
Sometimes, yes, actually.
Oh my God!
Yes, I am a chocolatier.
That's incredible. That's really the best
bit of a
thing.
Side hustle.
That's the best thing a person can do, I think.
What?
I mean, probably.
They're delightful. They're beautiful.
A beautiful performer
Maybe
and
maybe a doctor would be number one, and then number two would be making chocolates. I mean,
Please tell me you like brand the chocolate as like burlesque. That would be amazing. I would totally buy that.
That'd be pretty sweet. What I can tell you is that my favorite of them is the bananas Foster filling. That is delightful.
That's incredible.
Elsa's right, though. Chocolate with some pasties. Yeah. You could sell them together as a duo.
I'm sure you could do like a Willy Wonka thing. Yeah. You could do like a Willy Wonka thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one's given away chocolate at a burlesque show yet. I really feel like that.
Oh wait, no, I have. I've done that.
You have?
Yeah.
Tossing them out?
No, we gave out truffles to every.
What?
It was like a decade show, and it was called Decadent. So we were like something decadent. So we handed out truffles. It was so cute.
Oh wait,
you guys should go in business
for that. That was great. That was awesome.
I saw on Facebook that you were an alligator once for a performance.
I was an alligator. I had this cute little hat that looked like the alligator head. It actually came with a bow tie too.
Nice.
During right before the show though, I could not find the bow tie, and I really feel like that ties the whole thing together. And
Elsa was Godzilla. Right, Elsa? You were Godzilla.
And I've seen that act.
Yeah, I did Godzilla with these guys.
Right.
Black Leopard Lagoon. It was so much fun.
You were a horse once too, right?
I've been a horse many times.
I've seen that one.
Been a horse?
I have a BoJack Horseman act.
Yeah.
It starts to the BoJack theme song with some quotes basically being like, "What are you doing with your life, BoJack?" before it goes into Genuine's pony.
And you've been a bird too, right?
I've been a bird.
It's incredible.
I keep
so
doing animals.
Wow.
Do you feel any different when you're a character? When you're playing a character?
I like getting into the character. I like becoming that critter.
Sometimes on this show, as you know, I'm a fox on his way to a business meeting. And
you sure are.
And I got to tell you, every time I'm a fox on his way to a business meeting, I get a lot of self-confidence.
There you go. Seeing it work.
I can't really see it out of it, which is that's a problem. But like if I had to do anything with any dexterity, it would probably be an issue.
Every day you wake up, buddy.
You do it confidently,
yeah,
and that's
exactly.
what matters.
In the morning when you wake up, look at yourself in the mirror and just say, "I'm a fox."
I'm a fox on his way to his business meeting, and then I would.
Yeah, you have to see it to believe it.
Yeah. What a fox. By the way, bring us if you would, it's backstage world or burlesque. Give us a snapshot of what it's like back there. We see the front. We see this side of the curtain, Stacy.
Yeah.
But we don't see the other side of the curtain. Bring us in, Sabrina.
Are we talking the midway or what?
I don't know. I mean, like,
what's the word?
I guess
it's a hurricane.
It's
a hurricane of
different,
sexy.
Right? Yeah.
It's really all it is.
Yeah. So what's the?
Are there snacks back there?
Yeah, there's got to be snacks,
Sometimes
right?
I bring a platter of cookies where I go.
Really?
So that's it's kind of par for the course. If I kitten your show, I bring cookies.
Oh my god, I need a kitten for my next show. I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really nice.
Do you call it? Wait, we should call it snack stage.
Sabrina Snacks.
And yeah, Sabrina instead of backstage. Snack stage.
Yes, Sabrina Snacks. Mm-hmm.
Kate's doing a good job.
Kate's incredible.
Look at Kate over there.
She's really giving us the business about the microphones.
I'm getting scolded.
Just let's everybody.
I love your
practice.
lipstick.
I think the curtain's a mites now. I think
We've only been doing this show for 2 years, and she's still telling us to talk into the microphone.
Are you over us yet, Kate?
Is this better?
We should get demerit.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, Sabrina, tell us what the origin of your burlesque name is.
Sabrina Lohr.
Sabrina Lohr.
So, interesting story, actually.
Okay, here we go.
I have a sister, and her name is
Alexandra.
Okay.
And so originally, my mom wanted my actual first name to be Sabrina. And then my dad didn't like that name.
Right.
And so he said, no, I'd really prefer if we had our first daughter be Alexandra. And if we have a second child, then, you know, name her whatever you want.
Right.
And so that's how I got my Muggle name. And so I really feel like Sabrina was kind of taken from me.
Okay, so you always wanted to be, and then okay.
It was kind of stolen from me.
Yeah.
Bullshit, man. Call him out now.
Yeah. He only wants what's best for you, Sabrina. Come on, let's face it.
I know.
That's true.
But then, you know, Sabrina lore, like Allure at the
Allure.
end. I was just looking for something to keep go with Sabrina, really. That was the primary
good.
focus.
Do you feel good being Sabrina? It's gotta feel
being
good.
Sabrina. It's so
Sabrina,
nice.
Sabrina does burlesque. She makes chocolate. It's a beautiful life.
Incredible.
I will catch up a little bit more with Sabrina, but we must return to a little bit more rock and roll before the show is done.
Yeah, sure.
So I hope you guys are ready because I know they are. A little bit more, everybody, from Portland's finest, Hessian. Hessian, everybody! Incredible. Well, it's that time of the show, everybody. It's time to do plugs because after all, everybody's here for a reason. They want you to go to their shows and buy their stuff. So let's get Hessian over here. Let's get the great Tony Capobianco over here. Let's get Sabrina over here. Whoa, whoa, oh my God.
I don't know how to put it back down.
Let's get them all over here and we'll get to the plugs.
Sabrina, help.
Before we do that, let me just tell you this. On next week's show, Sapling will be here. They're going to play some music for us. Yeah. And by the way, Stacey, Sapling have a song about how they hate paint night. So what we're going to do...
They hate paint night.
Yeah.
Okay.
While they do their song about how they hate paint night, you and me and Elsa, we're going to have a little paint night.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. Also, comedy from Brandon Valley and burlesque from Nikki Hentz should be wild times. That's next week. But here, let's talk to the people that we have here. Let's find out what's going on with them. If you would, Stacy, stick that microphone back there and find out where we can see Hessian next. We would love to find out more about Hessian. Here we go.
Next up, it's August 4th. We're going to be at Ralph's in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is the greatest rock club in the world, just about.
Nice.
We're playing with Seax and a bunch of others. Speed Metal Mania. It's going to be great.
Incredible, everybody. So go over to Ralph's and see Hessian. Let's find out where Tony is going to be next. Tony, where will you be?
All right, so tomorrow I will be running the Brouhaha at Trillium Brewery in Canton. Definitely a big show over there.
Fantastic.
Then Friday, I'm going to be doing a stag party down in Rhode Island. Wow. And then next Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Comedy Spot in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Wow, what a lineup that is. All right, beautiful. How about Sabrina? Where are we going to see Sabrina next?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
If you want to see me next, come to my condo. I'm doing homework.
There you go, everybody.
You have a condo, though. Awesome.
She got a condo. That's it. She got a condo. Yeah. In this economy, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Elsa, Ryan, what about you? Where are we going to find you?
The next Smoke and Shadows is Monday, August 6th at the Rockwell. That is my burlesque and variety show that defies decade and genre. And we're doing a tribute to history's greatest detectives and criminals and assassins. Wow. So come for a night of noir.
But do you know what you're going to be at?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm doing Westworld and probably Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Badass.
Fantastic. You got to check out this Westworld. Everybody's talking about it. Let's go over there
We'll have a CSI Miami too, so.
Yeah.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go over there to the Black Little Lagoon stage and see what this gang over here is up to.
Hello. We are actually going to be playing a show August 24th at Opus Underground. Woo! With the Tarantula Brothers and the Egos. It's going to be an awesome show. You can also check out Justin and I's band, The Gala US. You can get our records at Deadbeat Records, and you can check out us August 4th at Sally O'Brien's with the legendary Muck and the Myers and Tiger Bomb. Woo!
Hey!
Oh, gosh. What's up? I'm in Radium Girls, and we're playing a show on Thursday, July 26th at Once with Thrust Club and Sister and Baluchitherium. It's going to be sick. Come on by.
Yeah! Radium Girls. What about Giovanni? He's got something to say over there. Let's see if we can get that.
When's he going to give Johnny back
Good
to
evening,
us?
friends. Giovanni's very glad to be here. Ken, I'm actually advertising a free show. Did you ever
show?
Did you ever hear
this?
such
This is a free show.
Free show this Friday night at Jeannie Johnston's Pub, Jamaica Plain. Debuting my new band, J2Z2.
J2Z2.
With No Play Glancy from the Sound Down Cellar and Zach from the Fogtones. And this other guy named Zach who plays trumpet is influenced by Miles Davis. So we're going to be fucking shit up. And then Kirk Windsor is also on the bill. Brett West bringing his band down. But the whole reason for the whole show is so that we could all chill out and enjoy the headliner, Jarva Town.
Fantastic. There you go, everybody. Woo! There you go. Wow, boy, this was a great show. We'll check in next week. And by the way, if you want to find out, remember, if you want to find out whether Arden is still a virgin or not, go to, well, have you lost your virginity?
Spoiler alert.
Get on that site. It's the new Facebook.com.
There should be a hygiene section.
And you'll find out if he's
have
still
you showered today, buddy, or what?
There's got to be some graphs that correlate.
I was saying,
Not
Stacey,
even once a day. It's once a week.
Stacey, I was saying communication school because I feel like it would be easier if you were in school like to make movies or TV to get
Right.
laid than it would be if
Maybe
you were in
there's-
accounting school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The
If
logic
you're with
follows.
creative people, juices
Yeah.
get flowing, but not for Arden somehow. I don't know. Anyway, that's his problem, not ours. This is the part of the show where we dance, everybody. There they are. The Black Leather Lagoon.